also more electronic sounds
Yeah.
than ever before. Where does that come from?
Mostly from the fact that I just have gotten kind of bored with the same old acoustic instruments and have wanted to add more different layers to the sound, and the stories that I think about and the things that I am inspired to write about, I think they also happen with different sounds around them, and it's interesting to use more than just a guitar or a piano or a rock and roll band to explain those sounds in the music.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but about the album, you wrote it mostly in Berlin.
Yeah.
Do you like Berlin? Did you feel at home there?
Yeah, I do. I like Berlin a lot, and I felt very much at home there. I didn't intend to write the record there. I was there last summer doing some press stuff, and I spent some extra time just in Berlin because I had a place to stay for free, and I wound up feeling really calm and comfortable there, and I just started writing and wound up writing most of the songs on this record while I was there. In a pretty short period of time. I wrote most of the songs in about a week and a half, so it just kind of came out.
Okay, it's a very fast. Yeah. Now I was thinking because Berlin in the city. Your music, when I listen to the lyrics and a lot of titles, I would say you're really more like a man from nature, you know? You like to be in nature, not in the city, is that right? Or?
I like both things because I think...
Alligators and Owls for the new one.
Yeah.
A lot of titles deal with nature, I thought.
Yeah. Well, nature is a huge part of, my personality and the things that I love, but I also really love the city, and I kind of couldn't ever be happy with just one or the other. I have to have both, and so I think the more I write, the more I'm kind of trying to compare those two things and the different emotions and the different stories and experiences from the city and the country and putting them together because I think it's interesting. And yeah.
So there's no place that you feel better.
Not really.
No. Okay. What is your home, by the way? And do you see it a lot?
Yeah, it's in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Okay.
And it depends. Yes, I see it a lot. No, I see it not very much. It's different, like a person who goes to work every day probably sees their home less than I do, actually, even though they never travel, because I go away for 2 weeks and then I'm home for 3 weeks, but I'm home the whole time that I'm there. So in that sense, I see my home a lot.
Yeah. Okay. If you're home,
If I'm home, I'm really home. If I'm gone, I'm really gone. So.